Okay. Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, from wherever you're watching me from. So today I'm excited to continue our class Python for data science and machine learning. So today we'll be talking about um, the range function. So let's create a new file. Let's call this file range.py. So today's class is range function. So what is range? What's range? So it doesn't matter. So the range function generates a sequence of numbers. So I hope you can hear me. If you can hear me, let me know. And if you can see me, please drop drop a comment for me. So we move ahead. So I hope this is visible for everybody. So the range function generates a sequence of number starting from the first parameter up to any length, but is not include like it does not have a limitation, but it does not include the second parameter. So um, what this part is saying is that the range generates a sequence of numbers. Let's say if you're saying range, I think we have talked about this in our last class, did we? So if you want to generate a range of numbers, then you know that um, ranges start from one one particular one particular number to the other. So what range function does is that it generates a sequence of numbers starting from the first parameter but up to any length, but it will not include the last parameter. For example, if you ask the range to generate um, a number between range 1 to 5, you have specified two two range, right? Two ranges. The first number is what? Range 1. Then it will go up till 5, right? So Python will start from 1 actually, but it will not end on 5. It will end in 4. So it will not consider the last number. So that is what this part is saying, that range generates a sequence of numbers starting from the first parameter up to what? Up to the second parameter. So the range function is often used in for loop to iterate over a sequence of items, a sequence of anything. So you can use, yeah, a sequence of numbers, a sequence of numbers. So the range, sorry, I'm back. So let's go back to our class. So yeah, that is little thing about range. And range function as a result of let me tell you what it said. If you need to iterate over a sequence of number, the built-in range function comes in handy, and it can generate arithmetic progression. For example, let's say for example one, if you want to start using a range function, you have to use the Python function for for um sorry, yeah, for I. So this I can be anything. This I can be anything, right? It can be a name, it can be a variable. The I can be anything you want. Just know that you have to remember it. It can be for Lekon in range. And since we are using range, so it has to be what in range. So we have to use the range function, then put put um the number that we want to um include inside. Then we put a semicolon. Then we enter. Then then we say if you print I, the I that we use here, huh? The I that we use here is the same I that we will use here. So what this code is trying to do is to look through a the range of five, which is what from 1 to 5, right? So it will now print out all the numbers. So if you save this, let's save this and run this. So you will see that. Or can you see that? If, can you see my screen? So if you see my screen, can you see? For I, we wrote a simple Python code, which is for I in range of 5. If you print I, that means it printed all the numbers. Can you see that? It printed all the numbers um, that falls within the range of 5. So, and um, I told you earlier that the the I can be any any word that you want. The main issue the main issue is to remember re, remember it. So did you get it? Any question in this part? Now, the given endpoint is never part of the generated sequence, as you have said. So even if you do for I a range 20, let's do another example. Let's do another example. For I in range 50 now. You get me? If you print all the numbers between from 0 to 50, but it will not include 50. That's what we are trying to say. So if you run it, you will see. Can you see? It lasted where 49. It will not print out the last number, which is what 50. So that is the way the range functions. So for items, it is possible to let the range start at another number or to specify different increment. It can be even negative, and sometimes it is called what step. So for example, let's say let's do another code for Lekon. We said this thing can be anything. Let's use Lekon's name. For Lekon in uh hmm, let's say let's do list in eh yes, but we want to use use a list, a range of, let's say, 5 to 10, right? Then put semicolon. It should be here. So we are not asking him to print. So if you print, what will you print here? So if you print Lacon. So now it's showing um an error here. What's the error? It said um there is this error in this abi? Okay, so it's not supposed to be a curly bracket. It's supposed to be what? A round bracket. Yeah. So let's run it. Let's put um let's see if it will run. Okay, our 50 rand. So let me comment this one out so that uh we'll be able to see. So I will be able to see our stuff very well. Okay. So let's run. Okay. So we ran our code. So this is what we get now. So what we are trying to tell you is that we can specify a number. It does not necessarily mean one number. You can specify two numbers. Like you should list from range from 5 to 10. That means it will start from what? 5. And it will run through up till up till 10, right? But it will not stop at 10. So that's why we see 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So any question before we continue? Any question? So, and we can also specify more than two numbers as well. Mr. Collins, please we're having class. So we can also specify more than two numbers. So let's say this one is 0, this one is 10, this one is 3. So we are going to another step now, right? So this particular one is called step, right? Okay, let me explain what step means. So the step parameter is optional, especially when you're talking about range, and it specifies the increment between each number in a sequence. For example, you want to move or you want to print out a range of numbers between 0 and 50. Right? So you now declare that okay, at each time you should jump 2 steps. So if you start from 0, so it will jump 2 steps, which is 1 and 2. It will print out 3, or it can do 0, which is 1. It will jump 1, it will print out 2. It will jump 3, it will print out 4. Did you get the point? So that one is called step in Python. So you are giving it the ability to increment, the ability to move at a particular place, at a particular space. Why this part is just telling Python that you should just go in one step. Now, for example, to generate a sequence of number from 0 to 10, the step of um the step of 2, you can use the following code. So um you with a step of 2, you can use the. So what this code is telling you that we want to print a list from range 0 to 10, right? But you should not go in one step. You should go in two steps. So let's print this out first, so we see um what will be the result. So now we have printed out our results. See what it brought out for us. I'm coming. Uh let me let me comment this one out, so that we can have a good. Let me delete this. So let me run it again. So now we said if you print from range 0 to 10, right? Which which on a normal day it should be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So, but here we now define a step of two, and a step of two means it should move two steps. So at each point where it gets the range, it should move two steps ahead again. So it starts from zero, right? So it should move two steps. Zero, which is one. It will go to two. It will go to one, which is the second step. So it will omit one and print two. Did you get the point? So it will be zero, one. So it will print two. So it will omit three. It will print four. It will omit five. It will print six. It's just like you getting even numbers. Exactly. So that's the way this part is. So and that is and definitely you can also get negative. You can also do negative numbers too. So let's say you want to do range of -10, -10, -10, -10 to -100, -100. Then it should go at the range of -30. So Lekon, can you explain this code to me? Let's change it from Lekon to favor. Let's change this one to favor, 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 favor. So Lekon, explain this code to me. So what does this code mean? Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Hmm? Hmm? So it's still the same thing that we did here, that we did here. So we just put minus sign. So if you print this out, you will see. Let's print it out. Can you see? We asked it to move from -10 to -100, but it should go in what, 30 steps. So the first step is what, -10, which is 30. So it will move 30 times. 30 times. It will move 30 times. So 30 times um after 10 is what, 40. 30 times after 40 is what, 70. 30 times after 70 is supposed to be 100. Get the point? But because it won't print the last number, that's why it omitted it. Can you see that? So uh, that is that about the range function. And also, lastly, you can also iterate over index of sequence, and you can combine range and len as follows. So, uh, example for example example three. Let's say we we want to iterate over the index the we want to iterate over the indices of a sequence. Then we can combine both range and len function together. Can combine both range and len function together. So for example, let's first of all, to do this, we have to first of all declare a variable. Right? You have to first declare a variable. Then our variable, let's say our variable a equal to, let's give it a list of names. So later on, you give me list of names. Favor, Eric, um, who else is there? Hmm? Lekan. Then who else is there? Collins. Then let's say we have um Dornier. done, yeah. Then we have Abraham, AB. So we want to look through these names. Then we will. Okay, let's do this. For I in range A, you know, we have declared a variable already. Our variable name is what? A, and we put the list of these names. This this these are strings, right? So we want to look through this. We want to look through this list and print out whatever we see there. So we use our variable, which was I, for variable I, and I told you that I this, this variable is a messenger that will send to this place to go and fetch out whatever it sees inside, right? For I in range A, it's supposed to be range A. So, but we now combine it with what learn, and learn here is what learn is length, right? Length of each word. So we want to get the names and also the length of the words. So let's print. So you just do print high. If you print I, if you print I, then let's now do comma a, print I, then uh a I. So let's run this. So can you see? So it printed out it printed out um the names, which is what Favor, Eric, Lacan, Collins, Dornier, and AB. So you printed them out, then it also gave them in what in an in uh in a range from at 0 to what 5. So that is what this code is telling us. So any question about this range function before you call it a day? Any call any question? So let's call it a day here. So we'll be going. Okay. So we'll be going to our next one, which is what break and continue statement. Thank you.